Do you think Sinn Féin is moving further towards the right? And even if they did do that, do you think that an anti-immigration stance would help or hinder them in the polls?
Well, it's complicated. My short answer is yes, they are somehow going to have to reposition themselves on migration. Whether it would be electorally beneficial for them to go for an anti or a more migrant sceptic or indeed anti-migrant stance is quite questionable. There is a precedent for them doing a volte-face on policy. October 2014, there were two by-elections, but the one that really stung them was in Dublin South West. Paul Murphy, now of People Before Profit, then in the Socialist Party, presented himself as an anti-austerity candidate, and he won. He blew a very fancied candidate for Sinn Féin called Cathal King out of the water, and he majored on water charges. Up to then, Sinn Féin had really been having a fiver each way on the issue of water charges. They weren't really against it. They weren't necessarily for it. But they rapidly tacked and became anti-water charges. Now, that was a simple socio-economic thing. Water charges at all events were unpopular, but they decided they were going to change their position on foot of that by-election reverse. Could they do the same on migration? Well, of course they could. But would it benefit them? Hard to know, because a lot of their support, they get a kind of catch-all left-wing liberal vote, which they would risk alienating by taking such a hard stance.